This can't be over.
Wow.
This spell doesn't work like that.
Oh, I'm in a bad...
Part of
Oh,
the
crit
plan.
hit too? Lindsay, what are you doing? You fool. Kind of daze it.
This won't kill me.
Fine. Got my ass handed to me on a silver platter. Oh well. Add more skills. I guess cure lay wounds. More the merrier on the road of healers. Ooh. Nice. Very nice indeed. An enchanted sword for me. And a better shield too. Guess I can only move it here. Boom. Best formation in my opinion. One that covers your casters. I never figured out like what the actual feather tokens are for.
I see something.
This requires your attention.
It's like I know there's feather tokens and there's like it's another kind of token. And I never really found a purpose for them.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for failing. It's such a good thing
All according
to
plan.
receive magic missile to the face. Alright, so we got Jaethal. Quick save. Let's head on out. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies, the patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions have gone cold. Lord, nature. But we would not give up so easily, whether the trail was cold or not, if it was one that we had to follow. Yes. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried up bend river of yore. But what is this? At the edge of the grass was trampled down, and the soil turned up. Claw prints, lots of them. Stumbled up upon a fresh battlefield. Here, trail split. One of the set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Oh, Lord nature. Try to imagine who or what left these claw marks. The claw marks were not deep, the attackers were small and lean, and more these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the foreign prince left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled upon kobold lands. We carefully studied the trail that led down into the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way into the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes and then either took them off and grew claws and jumped into the gully to avoid battle. Detect magic. We tried to see if any traces of magic in our surroundings. We discovered traces of spell, apparently from Illusion School of Magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. We examined the path that snaked along the gully. The path was frequently used. Its dust, we saw both set of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle, surrounded by those that did. So I'm pretty sure the bigger trail is where Harem goes, and Tartuccio went down into the gully. So we're going to go into the gully. The way down was steep. It took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned and whirled up steep slope and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was tall as two men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long and steady looking route stuck out from the top. Mobility. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the route. Oh Jesus, minus 15. Succeeded. After tugging on the root, Lindsay took a deep breath and grabbed it with both hands, began to ascend. Pushing with her feet against the slope, grabbing the root with her bare hands, climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, as dust poured down from the top of the slope, the root began to slide from the ground, clipping her wits. Lindsay shifted her weight to her legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey and soon reached the top of the slope. After catching her breath, she laid on the ground and offered a hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully one by one, we easily found clawed footprints again. Moved forward, the air grew tense, and we sensed that we were approaching our target. Our initial intuition proved correct. Ta-da! If you fail this skill challenge, you'll still end up coming here later.
Follow my lead.
It's just so you could come here earlier, get a little bit more experience. Also pick up some, like, loot here and there. You know.
What's that?
My dog's barking. Barks at every, like, little noise. Like, no one's in our yard. But someone down the hill, oh, no, he is making a noise, so I have to bark at it. Because that could be danger. You know. Ah, the kobolds.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
A kobold with unusually purple scales stands a full head above his tribesmen. The leader speaks suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartuccio. Dragon, glory, dragon! The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know the mites under Soul Sacramore. They possess a magic treasure, very ancient. Lawful good. Stop deceiving these poor reptiles, Tartuccio. That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest. A circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio?
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me.
Blood for Gollum!
Yourself open.
Fuck.
Ready for anything.
Grab a little bit of healing off that. I don't think I have selected channel yet, so. Okay. Yeah, those were the
I
cobalt
found
stuff.
something interesting.
Adventures call to them.
Did not mean to only have Lindsay. I know there's like goodies and shit hidden like in the woods around this place. So I don't want to miss out on them. Because you could get quite yeah. You could get quite a bit of penny by selling them. Amira, can you stop
Done with waiting.
wielding that sword? Sheath your weapon, woman. Pretty sure this is a glitch. She's she always wields her weapon. Oh well. It's just in character for her. She just loves holding her sword, ready to kill at a moment's notice. Old Sacramore. So you can continue the quest to fight, well, find and kick Tartuccio's ass by going to Old Sacramore, because that's where he went. But we're actually gonna pursue the freaking Stag Lord quest line right now, just because it leads to more companions, and I want to get more companions because we're supposed to be a 6-man team, and right now we're only
You see that?
a 5-man. Pretty sure there's more goodies to be found inside, like the grass. I know there's traps you could find in, like, on the main road. If you go on the off-road, there's like a couple of coins and shit you could find. Edible moss. Ooh, nice, a potion of blur, I believe. Blur, for some reason, every time I play this game, is a spell that I always end up forgetting about, and it's like I shouldn't, because like it's basically a lesser displacement.
What's
but
that?
I'm pretty sure displacement in this game, I mean in the game,
What a find.
has a like less. It takes, what's it called? Displacement has
Applause, please.
less, what's it called, time on it.
It's just not my
Where
lucky
blur
day.
has minutes per level, I think displacement has
We will prevail.
rounds per level. Run, Lindsay! There's a dog! The question is, do I gain more experience from killing the summon dog? No, it doesn't look like I gain any experience from killing the summon dog. So, it's better to pick the lock than to... No. There's like a wine bottle here you could poison. Bandits' belongings piled together in a messy heap. Search belongings for valuables. Failed to find nothing interesting. Are you serious? No. I will reload for this because it's funny. It makes no sense and it's funny. Oh no, I'll show you. I really want you to see this. Search to belong. Oh really? Is it because level 8? It's an 18 DC, right? Means we need to roll an 8 minimum. She has a plus 10. right? Yeah. She needs to roll at 8 minimum. So what am I rolling? What do you mean? I want to see the dice roll. Show me the dice roll, you fool. Come on. Like, this is my favorite thing to do. And normally I'm like level 3 when I come here, but
All
you know,
according to plan.
I want to show you this. There we go. Seated at a perception check, you find a cache of clothes under all the blankets. Opening the lid of the small hall, you find a bottle of boxes. Description of seeds. Wine for Staglord. Do not dare steal, you fools, will make you rot. So you can take the wine, sell them for like whatever, or destroy them. Or you could poison the wine. And later on, when you fight him, he's like, oh, what the hell? And the funny thing
In
is,
due time.
I think you could clear out the bandits, so it makes no sense. Like, if you, let's say you kill all these bandits, he still gets poisoned. So I think it's either a glitch or just someone comes by and is like, wow, look at all these dead bandits. Well, might as well bring the wine to the Stag Lord. Tell him that all the bandits were killed. Dark-haired Banna is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Well, look who's here. Easy now. I'm not here to blanket the stolen land with corpses. Lower your weapons and let's talk. I won't kill anyone who leaves the Stag Lord's services or willing to help me find him. So think about it. Is he really your leader you're ready to die for? Something in your words seemed to impress Cressel. She frowns for a moment, then spits. Fine, I won't cut your throat, for now at least, but I won't kneel to some Restov upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you been listening to Svetlana? Which are good. Oh yeah, I mean, is it hard to believe I simply might not want some unnecessary bloodshed? You know, life's not been good to me. Cressel replies sullenly. Why should I trust you? Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord's been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than what's going on around him. He won't answer an insult from Redsov crook like Jamandi, then you're right. She chose the wrong leader. So go ahead and do what you're gonna do. I won't stop you, but I won't help you either. And here, give this to Svetlana. Bandit places a ring in your hand, then leaves. Yeah, see, like, and also you could convince them to leave. So someone comes by and it's like, oh, we might as well bring the wine to the bandit king. Jod Kavken. See a dark-haired man, about 45, though his wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hand. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as his lips moves, as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up and as he notices you. Praise Aristil, which is the god of the hunt, I believe. Stag god. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Kavkin. I'm a priest of Aristil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. They said they wanted to take me into their lair and make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. Strength granted me by Aristil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. Neutral good. Release Jod. I'm glad I could help. Jod mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. These times to be surprised to meet a honest man, to see a manicore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come visit me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid the old fool like me won't be able to handle his mission given to me by Aristil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a simple step? I'll head to Oleg Levitin's trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come to inform old Jod. My gratitude will know no bounds. No bounds. Nice. Written orders. Crystal a task. As soon as you're done with the taxes, find the old hut in the woods upstream of Thorn River. Burn it to the ground. This is the Stag Lord's wishes. He's literally said burn. It was originally going to be Dovin, but he grew upset when he learned nobody lived in the hut. He said burning houses with no one in them is boring. So I said I send someone more reliable. It's a strange task, but try to finish it quickly. And no asking why bother with the trifling instead of preparing with war Restov. We'll get to that. Search for clues. Examine the old hut at the stag hoard
Applause,
intended for
please.
burning. Watchtower. The bandits seem to have planned to seriously secure the area. Well, now they just upped and left. Oh, I didn't even realize there's loot here. Some shinies. Yeah. Normally I don't like to save scum, but when it's something funny, you know, I like to do it. Because it's like, come on, I want to show you this funny thing. Because all the bandits in this area just said, fuck it. We no longer want to work with the Stag Lord. But somehow, that poison wine still poisons
As
the
it
Stag
should
Lord.
be.
So somebody's like, I'm just going to bring this barrel of poison wine to the Stag Lord. You know? It makes no sense, but it's... I don't know. It makes it...
How curious.
It's funny to me. How curious. Got our first ring of protection. Technically, we got our second one
In
because
due time.
Tartuccio's present is considered a ring of protection. That only I could use, apparently. So who has the least AC amongst us? Miri does. Well, in terms of frontliners. I know that Lindsay probably... Actually, hers was 16, right? Yeah. She has equal and she has less physical armor than Miri. Lindsay, I'm Lindsay, the author of the book you dear readers are holding in your hands. Was studied at the Academy of Arts, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we gotta go to the abandoned hut, find out what in the world's going on around here. First I want to fill up this map a bit.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah, I figured that was about to happen soon. So, who has the best hunting? I'm pretty sure Miri has the best hunting. Oh, you have the best stealth. There we go. Can I make haggis? Do I have the... I do. Well, DC's 18 though. You only have +6. It's hard to meet. I mean, it's an easier DC than, you know.
I respect useful books, but who needs shallow stories? Fables about a knight who slew a dragon won't help you if you meet a dragon in real life.
Then they'll write books about me, Lindsay the Dragon Slayer. Or no, more like Lindsay who was not afraid to challenge a dragon and get heroically eaten in her prime. Sounds good, huh?
Took 12 hours. Camouflage success. Hey! The haggis was successful. Nice. We got the hardy... Oh. Normally, in the early game, I actually fight all random encounters just to get the experience from them. Later on, I just say, you know, it's like, random encounter. I'm trying to get to freaking point B.
Follow my lead.
So I just, you know, skip it. Where? Oh, there they are. I'm like, where are they?
Enemy approaching. This should do it.
Is it just 2 goblins? Wow. Miss. Then you have a Miri here just laying down the law. Yeah, nothing really worth it. Hey, Miri actually put her away with her weapon. Nice. We're at a medium load. I actually might want to head back to Oleg's to sell stuff because I just realized we don't have the bag of holding right now. So we're actually holding heavier shit. And our because we're holding heavier shit, we are more prone to becoming exhausted faster. So it's best to keep a light a light load or a low medium load if possible. Plus I believe we're gonna get a quest here. It's usually the first time you come back they're like, help me with this quest. Hey, I remember. And Amiri's like, here. Oleg Levitin, listen, well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you could help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods. not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar. As big as the bear and wicked as the devil. Locals call him Tusk Gutter. Many hunters have lost their life and limb to him. Veckel Benson found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but it looks like there aren't any heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster? Mary livens up. Hey, we're better than a local wussy, right? I want to bet we chop off his Tusk Gutter's snout with a single swing. Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill this Tusk Gutter. Mary gives you a wide grin, slaps shoulder. Right. That's the way I like it. Let's do it. Cool. Just wanted to sell my junk to you, Oleg, but I guess we're gonna kill some boar for you. Masterwork heavy flail. The problem with the heavy flail I find is it's a two-handed weapon. I find two-handed weapons in this game suck unless you're intentionally built for two-handed weapons. But like, there's a lot of times where I was like, oh, I would love to play a magus in this game and use this weapon. Then you find out that that weapon is actually a two-handed weapon. Like the Elven Longsword is actually a two-handed weapon. And I wanted to use a magus longsword wielder, and I couldn't because, well, Elven Longsword user, and I couldn't because it's apparently a two-handed weapon. But yeah, I mean, it's not so bad, obviously, but it's just like, oh, come on, I really wanted to try this new thing out, and then I couldn't because of, you know, XYZ reasons. Svetlana, I got you ring. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Kressel gave it to me. I managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kressel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irana before all this. She was daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. Couldn't help but feel like everything happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She wanted to wander the streets hanging out with the bad crowd until the day she passed. Until the day she passed. Oh, sorry. Till the day she passed, her mother complained about Iran constantly. Back then, she was just cruel games and strange escapades. She really never hurt one back in Rostov. Father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to help Iran. I brought her here to the Stonelands, though Oleg was against it. Once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never needed to meet him. Stories and rumors from the local hunters and bandits was enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name and a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of the prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's a way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of our mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Gain camping supplies, which just gives us extra weight. Oh, shit. Apparently there was a secret set of stairs behind the bar counter. Okay, let's put this over here. Put these in here as well. This. And the food. Made haggis once. I guess it's good to make recipes when the recipes have a low DC comparative to hearty meal. But once you get high up in the the world, what's it called? The world, what do you call it? Knowledge world. I believe that's the one that you use for cooking. You could just use hearty meal and gain bonuses for it. I'll never be able to open this tool. It's a sad day in hell. Alright, we do have both Jod and Jaethal to talk to now. So I'll do that in the next episode. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'll stick around for next episode recording session thingy, and I shall see you then. Bye bye.